I got an itch. Can someone scratch my elbow? I'll lift it with my body. That is not a good way to go.
You do not belong here. We are the dead.
We're talking to a lost soul? Hold on, before you say any more, look into the light of my lantern.
Maybe you're dead. I do not see Tangaloa's mouth or Sirono's doors anywhere.
My storm wreathes Poko Kohara. Ngati's fist drags Valiant ships to the deep. If you come to stop this, you have already failed. You come as an endorsement from your mother, I say.
As usual, I am the last to know.
Ngati holds our souls in this swamp, cut off from the sea. The flow of essence stops here.
And rots, apparently.
What do you mean, rots? Souls are going bad, cut off from the cycle? My lantern looks fine and healthy, though.
I don't claim to understand it, girl. I am a miner, not a mystic.
The cistern overflows into the world of the living, stirring the sea and skies with the fury of the goddess, bringing storms. The gods laugh at machines, I say. Nothing built of kith hands can wrest away their will. No souls travel through here. The Adra screams. Ngati grins, showing her fangs.
Akira, then you do know my mother.
This is where Valiant's scheming ends. Ngati's servant holds the dam closed to flood the living world with her vengeance. Their ships also sink when the winds tip them over, Akira. I am the storm of my people. Adra is the staff I wave to churn Ngati's kingdom.
Madiko, to arrive at the far side of death and find this babbling brook.
The Valians will not overrun us while I have the strength to repel them. Fool! Ngati will stop churning the seas when the outsiders leave. Then I will be reborn as a Ranga. Pirates and slavers drove my tribe from our old roots and havens. Now, The Valians do the same with paper. They come to pull Adra from the earth and mill it like grain.
Talk on Plankenet. You have your story and I have mine.
There is nothing more to say. Here at the end, outsider lies are a dull edge. They would find some other horror to visit upon Tikawara. This, I know. This Adra, the broken machine. Do you speak truth? I feel no gods here. The Adra. This is my prison. And yours is the first sane voice to speak through the bars.
I try not to take that personally.
Would you destroy it? Let no Valian hands touch the Adra. Then you send me on to another life.
Do not listen to him, friend. We both know the islander has no idea how much a shard of this prison is worth. No, we didn't die just so the company could write us off as a loss and move on. Like you all know, my countrymen will find Luminous Adra and a fresh corpse when they arrive.
I need some help here.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle. Oh, darn it! Never withers on the vine.
Right on target.
Worth it,
Hey, sorry you are. Can do. Just say the word. It's
listening? Ha! Speak freely. Aye, aye.
I hope that's not for us. It's for us.
The storms disappear, and with them, a great cloud of essence. My fishermen tell me your ship alone sailed from the island. For what did I bring the tribe here, if not for the Ardra? Now there will be no port to feed us, no Valiant soldiers to defend us. For what did you ruin us so? The Valians will bring trade, prosperity. Now, no one will come.
Then we move on again. This was always our way, Ranga. What did the other foreigners bring but death and grief?
Ruano Aimiko, thank you for your kindness. But it is time I moved on, no?
So long as I am Ranga, you will find no shelter here, no welcome at any hearth in Tikawara. Our people will bury your tracks with sand. You will be less than the lowest of us.
The shrine must shelter any traveler Amir's winds send to us. Our guest will be welcome there.
You know the ways of the gods.
Shiza, you can stop pecking my ankles. They're going away.
You need something?
Welcome back. Governor Alvar.
Ah, good, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant voyage. Ah, before you get too far on the way, I think you ought to come with me. Director Castor will want to hear from you in person.
Alvari tells me you were kind enough to look into this business on Poko Kohara for us. I hope you bring good news. What poor luck. I hope we might have more encouraging word for the Council. And the crew. Beza and the others. A sorry end for such dedicated individuals. How very fortunate that you lived to tell their tale. I believe I can take things from here, Alvari. Agrasima. The Watcher and I have more business to discuss. Oh, and do pay the man for his trouble first. I thought it best I speak with you face to face. Watchers are not so numerous here in the Deadfire, especially those of such storied backgrounds as yourself. I'd read much about your exploits alongside the Crucible Knights in Defiance Bay. Their little experiments. And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we cannot find elsewhere. The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas, the support of the richest men and women in the world. What can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king? And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. Are you eager to return to it? I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, we set our aims high. And if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Alvari deal with you. The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in Nekataka for nearly a century now. It was only 2 years ago that we discovered the effects of luminous Adra with the aid of our animancers and several watchers. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of luminous Adra in all manner of advances. Why content ourselves to sell all this Adra as a luxury when we might use it to change the world? But of course you understand all of this. Alette sent word of your involvement in her latest experiment. A very dramatic first attempt, I hear. Though, Alette has a tendency to gloss over details. But, I want to hear it from you. How did it go? You'll put the priest into a frenzy with talk like that. Communion with the gods is their business. A near-death experience does little to recommend Alette's efforts. I am glad you are in one piece, Watcher. We are in the early days of Alette's research. Flawed as this outing was, there is promise there. This is only the start, you know. The very dawn of a new age of discovery. But just imagine. Imagine if we could transport goods and people more quickly than any vessel or horse. Cure every kind of ailment. Perhaps cure disease altogether. We'll extend our lifespans by decades, maybe even centuries one day. This has all been the work of a single outpost. I want there to be a dozen outposts, 100. Animancers working together to better our lives. Look at what we have left behind. Old Valia is a battlefield at constant war with itself. But the republics have risen from that past. We can rise farther still. And in doing so, we will raise all of Aora with us. Exactly. You see it plain. But I've said enough. Too much, I think. There will be more experiments to come. Until then, I have a more grounded task I need assistance with. Nothing that should put your spirit in any danger.